Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Class 6A Boys Football on Logan Street Signs and Banners here on Hamilton County Television. Brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Real Estate, Blades, Audio Video Security, Schwartz Bait and Tackle, in the Hamilton County Reporter, along with producer-director Jim Wofford, camera operator Bill Wofford. I'm Brad Silbert. To my right tonight is none other than Craig Adkins. Craig, great to have you with us tonight. This is going to be one whale of a ball game.
Yeah, glad to be back here. Week 6, high school football. Beautiful night for high school football. Obviously, temperatures are going to dip down. It was a gorgeous day here in central Indiana, about 74, 75 degrees. And
well, for late September, this just is not bad at all. I'll take it.
Oh, absolutely. And we've got, like we said prior to coming live tonight on the pregame, we've probably got what looks to be, in our eyes, best game of the state tonight. I would say this might be 1A, and then 1B is Brebeuf visiting Roncalli tonight down on the south side. The two best games.
Well, you've got two teams who come in here, both at 4-1, both in the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, both looking for a conference championship, and both looking to go deep into the IHSAA 6A playoffs, Craig. With that 4-1 record for both of these teams, the really strange thing about it, if people aren't familiar with it, the Bulldogs and the Shamrocks both lost to the same team in weeks 1 and week 2, which is kind of a strange thing to have happen. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it's kind of the parody of high school football. It's the comparison of how the MIC beats up on themselves during the season.
Yep.
And then at the end you find a champ. Hoosier Crossroads Conference obviously right up there with the MIC. They beat each other up, and these two both 3-0 in conference play, trying to, like we said, fight for a conference title, and they're trying to fight for, basically keep things going. Obviously, Westfield started off with a loss against Cathedral, and then Brownsburg won their first game, lost week 2 to Cathedral. So Cathedral thorn in both their sides, but now both these teams are on a roll. 3-game roll for Brownsburg, 4 in a row now for Westfield, and Westfield out to prove something. They got back to the 6A state championship last year, but that juggernaut of Center Grove. I mean, there's Eric Moore's team is just tough to beat from the south, and like we talked about also before the open, it opens things up with Carmel now being in the south, and they'll be in Brownsburg sectional. That opens things up for the sectional here for Westfield, Southeastern, Fishers, Noblesville. And that opens things up for Westfield to possibly make a pretty good run in 6A North and get back to Lucas Oil Stadium Thanksgiving Saturday.
Well, both of these teams, the Bulldogs out of Brownsburg and the Shamrocks out of Westfield, had what on paper looked like pretty convincing wins last week, with the Bulldogs at Fishers winning at 39-21 in the Shamrocks over at Hamilton Southeastern. And they won 34-21. At one point, the Southeastern Royals had a lead in that game, but the Shamrocks came right back and just shut the door on them in the second half and scored like 28 unanswered points to take that game away. And then Brownsburg, they had Fishers last week, and that ended up being 39-21. So both of these teams are coming off of good victories, good quality victories for each of them too. And it looks like probably whoever manages to win this game tonight has probably got is definitely the odds-on favorite to win the HCC this year.
Yeah, with Southeastern and Franklin Central both with a loss, both at 2-1. The winner of this game definitely in the driver's seat, and it's going to be really interesting. This thing honestly could be a full 48 minutes, and who knows? I'm not saying we might see it, but this game could go beyond 48 minutes. As here comes Westfield back onto the field.
Well, last year this game ended up in overtime.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Shamrocks winning it 43-42 in overtime just, not quite a year ago, 364 days ago. Here, that game, of course, was at Brownsburg. You got to give a little bit of an edge to the Shamrocks, Craig, just because of the home field advantage. This
Exactly.
is, you and I have done a number of games here at Riverview Health Stadium, and this is a tough place to come in and play.
Yeah, this is a tough place. I mean, unless you're, I don't think I've honestly seen Westfield lose on this field when I've done a game here. And I come to think of it, it's either been you and me, or me and Perry doing it when I've done games here. Maybe a couple with Jack Russell, but Westfield, I'd love to see a stat of what their home record is on this field since it was built, since they moved north from the small 2A sized field that they had prior to this being built, because they don't lose here. It's very rare that Westfield loses on their home turf.
Well, one of the things that people were asking me about this week, knowing that I was going to be here on Friday night, is they say, how about that stadium? And you cannot, in my opinion, I don't think you can find a finer high school football stadium than what they have here at Riverview Health Field. It's a tremendous facility. And, of course, in talking with Andy Tebby and the staff here, one of the things that's, publicly known is the taxpayers of Hamilton County and Westfield did not put one penny into this field. All the money came from the sale of the land from the old field when the Riverview Hospital bought the property. So they not only got a superior facility, Craig, but they also got it basically for all practical purposes free of charge. And the taxpayers who live in Hamilton County, like I do, didn't have to pay anything for it. We got the officials meeting with the teams now for the coin toss. We'll have to see how this comes out. But I really got to give a slight edge to the Shamrocks tonight. But this, as you say, this could go right down to the last play.
Yeah, it could definitely go down to the last play as we're getting the coin toss. Looks like Brownsburg will kick off.
They won the toss and deferred to the second half. So we will see, unless something really off the wall happens, we will see the Westfield Shamrocks on the field first tonight.
It looks like I think Brownsburg will be kicking off. They'll be going south to north, so right to left on your screen tonight, folks. Glad you joined us. Beautiful night, and got a pretty good, decent breeze going. You see the flags there north of the north end zone.
The wind is blowing right into the press box. So if you hear the ruffle of papers flying around, and sounds like we're scurrying around, that most definitely is what's going on.
So set to kick off for Brownsburg. Kicker Nick Berry will tee it up.
Good kick. That one's going to go into the end zone.
Actually, check that. That was 96. Spencer Porath, 6-foot sophomore, out there to place kick for kickoffs, and Westfield will start from their own 20. And they will have veteran quarterback Maximus Webster behind center, and they've got an arsenal of receivers who have obviously paid their dues, and now they're
Jackson Wasserstrom took the first play last week at Hamilton Southeastern, a 72-yard pass for a touchdown on the first play. So let's see if they try a little razzle-dazzle here right off the cuff.
Webster back in the pistol, and he's got Hauser behind him, hands it off to Micah. And interesting thing about Micah Hauser, and if I can see in all these sheets of paper, we say that, we use them. I just lost a couple of mine, but, close to 2,000 yards for his career is Hauser. He's played
and he
both
plays
sides
both
of the ball
ways. Yes,
since
still
his
does.
freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Pickup of 2 by Hauser. Hands it off again. Steady diet of Micah Howler. He'll get
Great defense there on the part of number 22, Cole Garner, to make the tackle for the Bulldogs. And
no gain.
Yeah, no gain.
So brings up 3rd down and 8 from their own 22-yard line.
Interesting that they started with 2 runs.
And now it looks like we're going to have trips here to the near side. Ian Bruck, along with number 7, freshman Gabe Ehrenbowles.
Keep an eye on Wasserstrom. He's way out to the
He's
left.
Split out wide.
I think that the Shamrocks jumped offside. Yes, they did.
Yep. And that's going to be costly, bringing up 3rd and 13 back at the 17 now. Brownsburg brings a decent crowd from Hendricks County tonight. Huge crowd here on the home side, and more filling in through the gates as we're here in the first minute of this first quarter.
I think this definitely puts the ball up in the air here for sure. Hauser just didn't have any luck on those first 2 carries.
At 2 yards on first down and no gain on second. 3 receivers to the near, Wasserstrom to the far.
Draw play.
Yep, little draw, and he's
wow.
Had in the backfield right about the 14-yard line, so loses 3.
And I think that was Jaden Jackson who got the play. And as you said, the Shamrocks, they're going to go 3 and out.
3 and out, and that penalty was a thorn in their side for sure, as they'll be punting 4th and 15 from their own 15. As they'll unofficially give Hauser -2 on that carry back to the 15. A lot of protection as and this is not a good punt.
Well, if they can get the right bounce.
Got a little bit of a bounce to the 44, but Brownsburg will be starting at the 45 of Westfield. So got a decent roll. 29 yards on that punt up to the 45.
So the Brownsburg offense, the starting quarterback will be number 8, Jaden Whitaker. Whitaker comes in with 46 completions and 72 attempts so far.
And we'll see what he...
Looks like he's going to have a deuce backfield there, Carrick. Almost called you Perry. I knew it would happen.
It's close, Will. Whitaker back there. Hands this one off to number 12. That's Jordan Turley Ford. 6-foot senior H-back. He'll get down to the 40-yard line. Picks up 5.
He ran into a couple Shamrocks right there at about the 43 and managed to break the tackle. Nice run for 5 yards. Empty backfield.
Yep, Caleb Marcus now splits out wide to the right. And a screen to Marcus. He ran without the ball.
Yeah. He thought he had it there in the old breadbasket, and he turned to run before he let that ball go.
Makes it 3rd and 5 at the Westfield 40. So now Westfield's defense trying to come up with a stop and trying to push Brownsburg to a 3 and out. And in motion, Corey Smith comes left all the way to the right, switching with Hawthorne.
A little bit of confusion out there on the part of the Bulldogs.
Under 10 on the play clock now, plenty of time. Whitaker, little movement, but nothing. And looks like Marcus on the carry.
Second effort, I think, is going to get him the first down. The officials are moving the chains.
Yep, right there at the 35-yard line for a first down on that carry by Caleb Marcus, junior tailback. There's his older brother, Donnie Marcus. Ran the ball for a few years for the Bulldogs a few years back. This one complete to Corey Smith. Gets down to about the 23-yard line. Picks up 11.
Whitaker had a lot of time to throw that pass, Craig, and Corey Smith was wide open for that. He didn't have a man within 5 yards of him. And he ends up getting another first down to about the 23-yard line. 12-yard gain on the play.
First and 10 at the 23. And off to Marcus, down to about the 18.
Marcus had that ball. Initially, the Shamrocks made contact with him just inside the line of scrimmage and looked like he was maybe going to get a yard or two, but that second effort there by Caleb Marcus made the difference.
Second down and 10 at the 19. Check that, 2nd and 5. Marcus picked up 5 there. And this one again, he's down now right about the 11-yard line.
And that'll be another first down. 8-yard gain on that play.
So now it's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 11. Brownsburg can get a first down before they do score, as they are marching right down. Caleb Marcus bounces outside, trying to go for the pylon, and he reaches out to the sideline to maybe the 8-yard line, possibly the 7. They'll mark him at the 8, it looks like. Picks up 3.
I couldn't see who got the tackle on that, but I believe it may have been Mario Chalmers. But it was great pursuit by the defense there to hold him. I thought he actually went down at about the 10, so they must have given him some forward progress.
Mark him at the 8, 2nd and 7 at the 8. Marcus gets the handoff again down to about the 5. Picked up 3.
That'll put them at the 5-yard line. They can still get a first down just inside the 2.
You know, if they're forced to, if Westfield's defense comes up big here with a stop.
9th play of this drive.
It is 9th play of the drive. In motion. And they get set. Turley Ford, handoff to Marcus, down, and he stiffed right there by 21.
I don't think he got the first down, Craig.
No.
I think he's going to be just a little bit short. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short. He had to get almost to the 1, and he's basically at the 2. So give him 2 yards.
Yeah, Dylan Thieneman.
He's on the 2-yard line.
Dylan Thieneman came up with a big stop there at the 1-yard line. Stiffed him back to the 2, actually.
We're going to have a timeout called here. It's going to be called by the Westfield Shamrocks. And while we got a timeout, let's remind you that celebrating over 29 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200. And be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And hey, while you're in Noblesville at the Logan Street Signs and Banners, be sure to stop by Noblesville Trophies, because they offer a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them, 317-773-7391, or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Craig, this could be, as early as we're at the 5:39 mark of this first quarter, this could be possibly the play of the game to set the tone either way.
That may turn the tide, because obviously Westfield went 3-and-out on offense, huge for Brownsburg's defense, and now Westfield trying to turn the page back on Brownsburg and send them packing back the other way on defense.
But once again, the Bulldogs can get a first down without scoring.
So it's very possible you're going to see Marcus, but we've got a couple different. We've got R.J. Miles, and the handoff is to R.J. Miles into the touchdown.
A 4th down touchdown.
Here comes the replay.
That's just brute strength pushing that ball in there, yeah.
open up through that B gap on the left side.
Great job by the Brownsburg line.
And the way he did it, he faked going right.
Yep.
Saw a hole to the left and made his way across that goal line.
The extra point is good. So we're 5:36 into this one. And the Brownsburg Bulldogs take their first possession down the field for a 7-0 lead. Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylor Electric, their success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, and reliable insights fueled by their genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. Once again, Craig, I just can't stress enough the importance of that fourth down play. Both teams had a lot at stake at that.
Yeah, huge, because obviously Brownsburg wants to make a statement on the road, and now Westfield, their offense is going to be completely amped up because they want to get down the field and tie this ball game up, because you can't get on. Basically, you're not going to be able to get off the field and be happy if you don't score.
Exactly.
In a game like this, I mean, 43-42 last year. This one's going to be a touchback.
Another great kickoff there by Spencer Porath. And the Shamrocks will have their second possession of the game.
First drive goes 3 and out. Westfield looking to obviously build on that first drive and make it much better, as Maximus Webster and company come on back out, and they've got Tripp's bunch here to the near side. Actually, everyone bunched in. Webster fakes, and he's going up the sideline. Deep Pasquale. He'll be knocked out of bounds right about the 34-yard line, so making a statement there.
The 6'2" tight end, senior, had to jump a little bit to get that, but ends up with a 14-yard gain on the play.
And like I said last week, first play from scrimmage, Wasserstrom goes deep, and they may be going methodical, but that was a nice first down play to Deep Pasquale. Hand off now to Hauser, bounces outside left, and he gets tripped up. Might have gotten a half yard, not even to the 35.
Probably lucky. Well, they're gonna spot it at the 35. So give him a yard and a half. A 1-yard run by Micah Hauser.
He's going to need to figure something out. So far, 4 carries for 1 yard.
He's got 336 yards on the season on 62 carries.
This one, a fake handoff to Hauser, and there's Wasserstrom. Finds his way up near the 40, crosses the 40 now, and goes down about the 44. Big push.
You got to give that a second, third, and fourth effort there for Wasserstrom.
It's like actually 9 yards on the pickup there by Wasserstrom.
At the 43.
2nd and 1, 4:25 left here. First quarter of play.
Scoreboard's got that wrong. It's actually 3rd and 1, Craig.
Actually, yeah, you're right. We know what's going on. Webster going deep across the middle and all alone.
Oh, my, oh, my.
Yikes. All alone. Tried to dive for it was Gabe Ehrenbolz. Right idea, but I think he was a step or two behind was Ehrenbolz, bringing up 4th and 1 at their own 43-yard line. Down and distance, Chain Gang's got it right now across the way and the scoreboard.
Caleb King comes in to punt.
He does their punting and kicking. 36.9 average for King. Late entry onto the field and
just managed to get in there. A couple seconds left on the play clock.
Jaden Bernaville And scrambles. Oh, this is another one off the side of his foot. And not good. Going to bounce maybe at the 42-yard line.
They're going to put it about the 41. Well, he's actually putting it at the 41.
Ouch. 16 on that one, net.
Yeah, that was not a very good punt at all. And once again, the Bulldogs will start in Shamrock territory.
So not good for Westfield's offense to start out. So Bulldogs starting this drive at their own 41-yard line. 4:03 left here, first quarter of play. Fakes the handoff, and Whitaker keeps it himself.
Nice move by Whitaker to kind of dart back and forth there and pick up 4.
Yeah, faked it to Garrett Sherrill. Picked up 4, did he? Handoff again. This is Marcus this time, and he spins up to about the 48, close to the 49-yard line. They'll mark him at the 49 for a 4-yard pickup. This one, Sherrill is met in the backfield. Looks like that's by big number 92. Got the right number up front. 92 for Westfield. Malt Ikes.
So the Bulldogs are going to go three and out.
Low kind of spiraling punt, and this one is returned by number 10 of the Shamrocks, Alex Wolf.
Wolf with a nice return there on a low punt. Just didn't give the defenders enough time to get down there.
They kind of split those two chase men.
Yep.
And up across the 30 to about the 32, where Westfield will take over on this drive.
Caleb King's had a couple of short punts for the Shamrocks so far tonight. He averages 35 and a half.
Webster with an inside slant. J. Pasquale gets knocked at the 39. Good risky pass in there, and De Pasquale picks up 7. Screen pass out now. All alone, Ian Brook, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. The pass from Wasserstrom.
Just the kind of razzle-dazzle that you would expect from this team.
Wow.
Little old flea flicker play. A 61-yard play, Craig.
Just like we said with Brownsburg on that 4th and 1 at the 2.
Yeah.
That was big. This is I think that might be even bigger to knot this ball game up, barring this PAT. Kick is up and good, and we are all knotted at 7 apiece. As Caleb King puts that PAT through with 1:28 left here in the first. It's Westfield 7, Brownsburg 7.
Since the establishment of Church Hill and Antrim in 1880, Our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts can place their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit the website www.cchalaw.com. That's Church, Hill and Antrim. You know, Jamie Carmesino is a full-service hometown realtor who's committed to help you navigate this, what I would term, crazy real estate market. I think that's pretty accurate.
Very.
You've got questions about buying or selling your home? Call Carmo for help today at 317-490-3745. That's Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Real Estate. Well, it took them just a little bit less than 3 minutes to score. $68 yards total on that scoring play on the flea flicker. And we are all tied up.
You know, in a play like that Jake Gilbert's offense runs, it wouldn't surprise me 100% if John Hart's offense comes back with something similar.
Wouldn't be surprised
if not now.
Yeah. Short kick.
Eventually, at about the 14-yard line. And a good return up the middle. Looks like R.J. Miles, who scored that initial touchdown for Brownsburg.
Miles gets a nice return on this, picks up the ball at about the 11. Eludes a couple tacklers there. Finally, a solo tackle there by Andrew Liskey. 1:23 remaining here in the first. Bulldogs take over at their own 34. Let's see if they can come right back here, Craig.
Whitaker back there. He's got 4 receivers. Finds room. He'll scramble up the middle and goes actually to the right side, and he might have picked up a yard.
I think if he got a yard, he was lucky.
Yeah, lucky there.
I thought he was going to be tackled about 10 yards closer to the middle of the field. He started going toward the sideline. So officially, they'll give him 1 yard. Place the ball on the 35.
Twins here to the near side, and we've got a flag. False start.
That'll put the Bulldogs back by 5.
Bulldogs' first penalty.
1 each on the team so far. Both illegal procedure penalties.
Marks the back, makes it 2nd and 14 from the 30. Whitaker, screen pass, Turley Ford catches this to the 35. Dives across the 40 to about the 41, might mark him at the 42.
That was a nice play by Turley Ford. Picked up about, he picked up about 12 of the 14 yards that they needed for that.
Brings up 3rd and 2, 3rd and manageable now with 5 seconds, and they may not run another play here in the first quarter. And
they
that
don't
will
have to run it.
Yep, that will expire time here in quarter number 1. And through 1 quarter, it's Westfield 7, Brownsburg 7.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, and installed, along with being warranted by the expert team of technicians at Blades AVS. For 18 years, they've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Now they've added securing your facility to how they can serve you. So whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how Blades AV and their experienced team can serve you better. Well, Craig, this has started out to be everything that we thought it would be.
Yeah, it's built up to the way we thought it would be, and everyone is getting their price of admission and more, as we're seeing some good defense, and now both these two teams to put their offenses out there, and we're seeing both of those on display. As the Bulldogs will have the ball at their own 42 to start the second quarter, with a 3rd down and 2 at the 42. This could be a huge 3rd down for Westfield's defense, because obviously they want to force Brownsburg to punt. Brownsburg wants to put another score on the board. We'll see what happens here as we turn things to quarter number 2.
Of course, the Bulldogs will get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, so they want to take advantage of every opportunity and then be able to open the third quarter with the score as well.
Real tight formation up there right at the line of scrimmage. Look at the size of that front line.
And it looks like we've got a Wildcat, and Miles is going to get the snap. He'll keep it himself and go up the middle to about the 44. Picks
He's
up
close.
2.
He's very close. I think they're going to give it to him. They're going to put it at the 45. He gets the first down.
So Miles in the Wildcat. And now it looks like Whitaker back in there in the pistol. Marcus behind him. Hands it off to Marcus. He gets up to about the 49-yard line. Picks up a solid 4.
Caleb Marcus just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and got 4 yards out of that one.
Yeah, Marcus averaging 5.6 yards a carry. He had 7 carries for 30 in the first quarter, and trying to add to that total. Alex Hoover, 17 in motion, gets set. And now screenplay to Hoover. Up across midfield he goes.
Going to be close to the first down, but it looks like he'll be about a yard short.
Picked up 5, it looks like.
So to make it 3rd and 1. Quickly.
Yep, no get the first down.
Yep. Marcus gets the carry.
Gets him down to about the 43. Picked up 3. Whitaker. Pass. Off the hands of Corey Smith. That could have been danger.
Yeah, Smith tipped that ball, and there were 2 Shamrocks right in the area there. But fortunately for Brownsburg, that ball tipped the other direction. Otherwise, that could have been 6 on the board for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, Whitaker now 3 out of 5, and good thing the 2 Westfield defenders were not right on Smith, or that could have been a tip and rip for possibly 6. 2nd and 10 at the 43 of Westfield. Handoff up the middle to Marcus. He gets down to about the 39. Picks up 4.
You know, one of the amazing things about both of these teams, Craig, is you can't count on them passing. You can't count on them running.
Yeah,
they do both very, very well.
2 of the better teams in the state to mix it up so well offensively.
Mm-hmm.
Westfield front left side of that defense trying to get the right side of Brownsburg's offensive line to jump. Didn't happen. Whitaker back, going sideline, and finds
incomplete.
Dylan Thieneman on the coverage, 21 for Westfield. Breaks it up, intended for Hawthorne out there, number 15. Brings up 4th and 6 at the Westfield 39.
Freddie Hawthorne, I thought he was going to come down with that ball there for a moment, Craig, and he just couldn't quite come down with it.
It looks like we're going to have Nick Easters, 87, come in here to punt this ball. He averages 40.4, and if he can do that, he'll pin Westfield right at the goal line. Oh, this one goes just about straight up. Not good for the Bulldogs, and going to be caught fair catch by Alex Wolf.
It's only going to be about a 15-yard punt there.
So it gets Westfield decent field position at their own 28-yard line.
Easters did one thing right. He got that ball high in the air, but he just didn't.
No distance.
Just didn't get any distance on it. I think he was afraid of punching the thing into the end zone, and the touchback, well, it would have cost him another 7 yards. He averages 40 yards on punts.
And it's not an easy thing to do as a punter.
No, it's
Webster
not.
hands this one off and just about fine running. Found more room than he found there was Micah Hauser. Gets up to about the 33-yard line, picks up 5. Hauser trying to find a rhythm offensively. As now he'll be back once again in the pistol with Webster. And fakes the handoff. Webster up the middle he goes and way over Wasserstrom's head.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's the fact that he got knocked down in the backfield on that throw or Wasserstrom just wasn't as far on that route as Webster hoped he would be.
If you know, I don't know if we've got a replay on that or not, Craig, but if there were 4 Bulldogs down there and 1 Shamrock, and the Bulldogs were most definitely closer to the ball.
And that may have been, if quarterback helmet vision,
Yeah.
may have been what he could see. So he threw the ball long just to get rid of it without getting sacked for big yardage. 3rd and 4 at their own 34. Webster finds room and has Di Pasquale up to about the 47-yard line.
Nick Di Pasquale with a very nice reception on that. Gets all the way out to the 48 is where they say he officially is. So a 14-yard gain on that one.
So 1st and 10 at their own 48. Westfield on the move. 8:42 left here till half. Hand off. It's Hauser. Finds some room and tries to hurdle his defender, and he does. Inside the 45, and he's knocked out at the 40-yard line. Picks up 12. Oh, my.
It took all the strength.
Here we go with the replay, Brad.
Of Corey Harris to take him down. Just watch. Harris has got him wrapped up.
And then, whoop.
Jumps over. Harris grabs him, and he still gets 4 more yards. Wow.
Yeah, David.
What a run.
David Worrell's right there, number 10, and they still couldn't take him down. Hauser picks up a solid 12 there, down to the 40.
Another first down for the Shamrocks.
Into Brownsburg territory. This one fakes the handoff to Hatchett. Webster will shovel it off, and Di Pasquale, 20-10, out of bounds about the 8-yard line. About a 32-yard pickup there.
He just caught Di Pasquale just at the last moment open and was able to get that pass off. Pasquale, he was just wide open, Greg.
Yep, those 2 defenders, Corey Harris and Keegan Moore, peeled off and came up toward Webster. They thought, hey, I want to sack him, and then Di Pasquale's wide open.
32 yards on that play.
We've got a flag back at the 40.
My.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow, I didn't see that.
Good thing I didn't mark it down yet. Oh, my. You can see the frustration of Di Pasquale just walking like, can you pick that flag up for me? Oh, wow. So now the officials talking to Webster. We'll see what the official ruling on this call is.
I wonder if they're not calling him for an illegal forward pass. Maybe
was he across it?
Well, he may have been across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you know what? Because it was first down.
Because they threw it at the 39.
There we go. Let's check it.
Let's see what.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He may have been a yard beyond.
Yeah, because they threw the flag at the 39. So I would say that was probably. Wow.
Huge break for the Bulldog defense. And now Westfield. The scoreboard's got that a little bit off. They showed for a second and 44.
So the ball will be at the 44-yard line instead of at the 8-yard line. So essentially a 40-yard penalty. Wow.
Hand off up the middle. This one goes. Looks like that's number 1, Trayvon Hatchett. You know, if Hauser's not running the ball, Hatchett's a pretty good option.
Yeah.
21 carries, $194, 5 touchdowns. Picked up 5 on that play, 3rd down and 9. And obviously look for Webster and the offense to go to the air, as he'll have 4 wide with Hatchett in the backfield. In motion comes Aaron Bowles. Webster rolls out to his right. And this one caught at the sideline. He catches it.
Yes, they do.
Ian Brook.
Wow, what a catch. Watch this catch, folks. You're not going to see a better catch at any level, high school, college, or the pros. Look at him lean and just get the feet in bounds and makes the catch. Wow.
13 yards on that catch by Ian Brook. He's got 2 catches for 74 and a touchdown. 7:28 left here, second quarter.
Another first down for the Shamrocks at the 26.
Webster, the option left, pitches Hatchett, 20. Down inside the 15, out of bounds at about the 13. He picks up 13. Huge gain there by Hatchett. No penalty flag there.
Gain 13, went out of bounds at the 13.
And good blocking there as Hatchett just finds room and stays inside those sideline hashes. It'll be 1st and 10. Shamrocks at the 13 of Brownsburg.
Hatchett averages 9.2 per carry.
They showed him going out of bounds, so the clock did stop. Webster passes out, and Brook can't handle it.
Just a little bit under lead. Brook actually had to lean back to try to get that one.
Not as easy as the one he caught on the sideline, tiptoeing to get out of bounds, but second and 10 at the Brownsburg 13. Webster with Hauser back behind him, and now they're going to audible and switch the play up.
10 seconds on the play clock. Webster, a master at using that play clock.
Webster now hands it off to Hauser inside the 10. 5, he's trying to carry defenders, and
does he make it in or not?
No, close.
No,
down to about
down
the
to
1. Picked up 12,
Woo!
But that's a first down and 1st and goal. Here's the replay. Watch this line as they move, and they know where Micah's going to be.
Yeah.
And then Micah pulls defender Nick Cloyd with him, number 8, and picks up 12 down to the 1. Hands it off, and touchdown Westfield, number 22, Micah Hauser. Yeah, Brownsburg had to know this was coming. It's almost like they didn't have that front 7 fully set.
Yeah.
Westfield took advantage on that 1-yard touchdown run by Hauser.
A 72-yard drive.
In for the point after is Caleb King. The hold, and this one up and good. 6:57 left until halftime. Westfield 14, Brownsburg 7.
Say Schwartz Bait and Tackle sells live bait, name brand tackle, and a whole lot more. They seek out almost everything fishing. They are progressively becoming the #1 place for all your fishing needs. They have informed fishermen that will get you all you need to know and all the equipment you need to catch fish. Whether it's propane refills, U-Haul rentals, packing and moving materials, or maybe just a motorhome rental, contact Schwartz Bait and Tackle. They're located in Noblesville at 118 Cicero Road, State Road 19. Once again, Craig, this is a good sign for the Westfield Shamrocks. That was an 11-play drive. The last one that they scored on ended up being 3 plays for the touchdown, and then they had gone a 3 and out, and they had gone 4 and out. And so they have definitely come back and started to control the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, they've that drive they made Brownsburg's defense work, and Westfield did more work, got 7 more points on the board. to take a 14-7 lead, and obviously Westfield kept its defense off the field for a good amount of time right there on that drive. So giving their defense a break, and now they're going to try, Brownsburg's offense obviously also not on the field for that lengthy period there as well.
Yeah.
And this one kind of a short kick, going to be fielded by, I believe, Miles there at the 13-yard line, and he's going to be tripped up about the 25-yard line.
Miles with a what looks to be about an 11-yard kickoff return for the Bulldogs, and they'll take over with 6:52 remaining here in the half. Take over at the 25-yard line. 75 yards to go to pay dirt. 6:52 to do it before the end of the half. But the way this game is gone, they could either use the whole 6:52 or they could score in 10 seconds.
Marcus, actually, Sherrill on the carry, and he's dropped for a loss. Garrett Sherrill actually going to mark him for no gain.
Your attention in the stands. Westfield High School administration has asked you not to throw anything while in the stands. If you are caught throwing anything, you will be removed from the facility. Thank you.
Sherrill averages 10.2 per carry, Craig, so that's going to hurt him a little bit there.
Whitaker back in the pocket. He's got room. Popeye Williams. Oh, he can't grab a hold of him all the way. Whitaker escapes, and across the 30, about the 34 is where he goes out of bounds. Popeye Williams real close to having a sack right there.
I thought there was a push in the back there, too. It didn't get called.
We're going to see it right down here.
Mm-hmm.
If we had our Billustrator or whatever John Madden would use as well.
Yeah, Telestrator.
Telestrator, there you go. Jay Billis calls it his Billustrator. Good run there by Whitaker as he escapes for 9 yards. As he was just about sacked, and I think that's going to make Popeye Williams that much hungrier to get the backfield at Whitaker from that right defensive end spot, as now he switches to the left. Miles will keep it for the first down across the 35, gets up near the 44.
They've been pretty effective with that Wildcat both times they've used it tonight.
Yep, exactly. Picked up 5 to the 39-yard line. Yep, 1st and 10. And Miles' third carry. He's picked up 2 first downs and a touchdown. So I think if you see him in the backfield, you know Miles is going to run the ball. Just under the midway point here, second quarter.
Miles out to the right now as a receiver. Comes in motion.
And now he gets the fake on the end around. And this play gets foiled. Turley Ford
takes that little shovel pass and ends up losing.
Actually,
about 2 yards?
Actually, they're going to mark him at the 40. That seemed like he lost, but he got a yard.
Oh, my.
I would have called that for a loss.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 2.
4 out of 7 on that shovel pass now is Jaden Whitaker. 2nd and 9 at their own 40. Hands it off. It's Sherrill this time. Garrett Sherrill across up to the 45. That's all he's going to get. Picks up 5. This one, a handoff to Sherrill again, gets up to the 49, picks up 4. He's going to be close to a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him, Craig. It looks like he, at least based on the line I have here, it looks like, yep, they're giving him the first down.
And just like Brownsburg's got Sherrill, a very viable second option, 32 carries, 326, and 2 scores coming into this ball game. Sherrill gets the handoff again.
They're still moving the chains.
Yeah, I think they may need to go back because the scoreboard still said 4th and 4 when it would have been a 4th and 1.
They're giving him 1 on that last play. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the midfield stripe. Strangeness there.
4:08 and counting here, first half, and obviously Brownsburg wants to A, eat up as much clock as possible, B, put a score on the board
Yeah.
Because they get the ball to start third quarter in here. We're going to have a false start or a timeout. Timeout called by the Bulldogs.
While there's a timeout on the field, let's remind you, as a leader in Central Indiana sports medicine, Community Health Network has a deep line of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists to keep you playing at the top of your game. Whether it's an injury to an extremity or an ACL procedure, Community physicians are helping area athletes remain active and competitive. For more information, visit ecommunity.com/sports. I'm Brad Silbert, along with our producer-director, Jim Wofford, camera operator, Will Wofford, and nice to have Craig Atkins here in the booth with us tonight. Craig, always great to do a game with you, my friend.
Always great to be here, and this beautiful sunny day in Central Indiana has turned into a great early fall night.
It has.
Nice breeze going. Huge crowd here at Westfield.
Well, I thought, in all honesty, I was going to be sitting home watching Perry and Jack Russell do this game tonight. And then
we get the call.
Yeah, we get the call, and Jack is out of town, and Perry's got some family affairs that he's attending to tonight. So we get to see it live and in person and bring it to you, which is even better.
Can't beat that with
more
a stick.
Fun.
You
Yep.
got it.
What's better on Friday night than high school sports?
You got it.
And especially on Hamilton County Television.
Absolutely. And as we come back out of this timeout, 2nd and 9. I think they've got the scoreboard marked wrong. It's balls at midfield.
Yeah, they've got it marked at the 45.
Whitaker back to pass. Looks like he's got Sherrill out for a screen, and he's got it. Going to be had for a loss for a couple of yards.
He's going to lose 3 on that pass. That's going to put it back in Brownsburg territory at about the 47-yard line.
And there was no checking down there for Whitaker. He didn't have any other options aside from that screen out in the left flat.
Well, I saw the receiver wide open, and I thought, go to him. And he went to him, but all of a sudden, there was 2 rocks right there. Yeah, they got in there quickly.
3rd and 12 at their own 47.
Big third down play here for the Shamrocks.
Whitaker looking, and he's almost sacked. Escapes up the middle, 50, 45, 40, 35, down to about the 32.
Wow. Did you see the punishment he took at the end of that play, Craig? I was a little surprised that he didn't slide as soon as he got that first down.
21 yards on the pickup for that scramble by Whitaker, and a huge first down.
Gets him back into Shamrock territory, gives him 4 more downs from the 32.
Just under 3 minutes left here, first half. Fakes the handoff to Sherrill, and he is sacked there by number 34, Colton Vondersar. Big play by the sophomore D lineman for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, 5'11", 185. He was in there quickly.
Dropped 5 back to the 37. So 2nd and 15 at the Westfield 37. 2:28 and counting till half.
11th play of this drive for the Shamrocks. You look at the number of plays that have been run in this half, and the Bulldogs have definitely dominated that. I should have said 11th play for the Bulldogs, excuse me.
Hand off, and this one to Sherrill again. Haven't seen Caleb Marcus for a couple series on offense.
No.
Or at least one. Sherrill got the handoff there. Looks like he might have picked up a yard to the 35. Actually, 2 yards.
Big third down coming once again here.
And if need be, no field goal attempts for Nick Berry so far.
I was going to say, this is a questionable distance for field goals. I mean, from where they're at right now, you're talking a 52-yard attempt, and I don't think you'd see that.
Yeah, for a high school kid to do that, maybe if they came from the soccer team, not sure. Timeout's going to be called, looks like, by the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Their second of the half with 1:27 left here. 3rd and 13 from the Westfield 35.
Quick recap on this game so far, Perry. It's been kind of back and forth with the Bulldogs going out to a 7-0 lead at 5:36 of the first quarter. The Shamrocks tied it up at the 1:28 mark of the first quarter, and then in the second quarter, the 6:57 mark, the Shamrocks took the lead, and that's where we are at right now at 14-7 in favor of the Westfield Shamrocks. What a game. What a game this has been. This thing is living up to be everything that we thought it was going to be. And I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television for IHSAA Class 6A High School Football. The Brownsburg Bulldogs visiting the Westfield Shamrocks. And once again, just lived up to everything, all the hype and everything that we have thought this game would bring us here. Third and a long way to go for a first down. I've got to believe that Coach Hart has got some kind of a pass play figured out here, because I think even from inside the 30 or the 25, I don't see them trying a field goal.
No, I mean, Whitaker now scrambles to his left, looking.
Got a lot of time.
He doesn't have as much time as he thought. Down. And he is about the 37-yard line by number 77, Dalen Blanding of Westfield. So he picked up 2 yards to make it a fourth down and 14 at the 36. Actually, give him a yard.
Now we got a decision to make here. If you're the Westfield Shamrocks, you got 1 minute and 18 seconds left. Or I should say, if you're the Brownsburg Bulldogs, 1:18 here in the half. And do you go for it on fourth down here, Craig, or do you try to pooch punt something? You put it into the end zone, and you're only going to end up with maybe a net of about 16, 17 yards at the most. Well, actually only about 12 yards at the most.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Easters wouldn't be looking to pad any stats. And his previous punt obviously netted 16 yards.
Yeah, if he could put this punt up in the air like he did that last one, that would be an excellent punt from this particular position on the field. But the question being, do you want to punt? Do you want to risk the block, or do you just play something safe and run the ball and hope that the Shamrocks will have maybe 60 to maybe. Well, right now, if they don't gain anything, they've got 63 yards to go to get a touchdown in 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Brownsburg, which it looks like, they're going to go for it because
no surprise.
If they do turn the ball over on downs, Westfield's only at the 36-yard line.
Exactly.
That's another one thing that they would be willing to give up. Whitaker back to pass. The rush is on, and he has a receiver. Did he pick it up?
He got it.
That is Alex Hoover.
Wow, what a catch by Hoover.
Wow. Watch him as he scoops his hands to the ground. He's a middle slot receiver.
Another big-time catch by the Bulldogs.
Sits down right between a couple defenders, and you see Hatchett calling for no catch. But and now you see Caleb Marcus in there.
Quickly get the play off. So they gained 25 yards on that initially. And then on the first down play, they gained another 5 on the run.
Yep. Caleb Marcus back in there, and now he's down to about the 2-yard line. Bulldogs still with a timeout. Shamrocks with a timeout. Now down to 32 seconds.
And the Bulldogs can get a first down without scoring here.
And real close, and Marcus is down at the 1.
Wow, but he's going to have a first down, I believe.
Yep, they may need to reconfigure the clock because it kept rolling for about close to 5 seconds.
Depending on where they put that, Craig, I'm looking at the down marker across the field. That may be very, very close. But I think they're going to have a first down here.
Yep, just like Westfield had down here, and it looks like, Brownsburg will call their final timeout. And they've orchestrated this drive beautifully.
Yes, they
eating
have.
as much clock up as possible. They've got themselves in the biggest opportunity to put a score on the board. And if they do so and tie it up here before the half, they get the ball to start the third quarter as well, which is a huge bonus for John Hart and company.
Mm-hmm. So they're calling this a first and goal from the 1. 19 seconds here in the half. The Bulldogs with a chance to take the lead, which is exactly what we talked about when they started this drive about 6 minutes and 35 seconds ago, with 19 seconds remaining here. And, of course, as we said before, Bulldogs get the ball back after the halftime activities.
Yep, that's big. And here comes the Bulldog offense. Play clock hasn't started, but they're ready and raring to go.
No timeouts left for the Bulldogs. So do you risk running it here or do you pass it?
Wildcat, the handoff to Miles again.
He's in.
He's in there for the score.
R.J. Miles with the touchdown.
Does it again. Here's the replay, and like I said before, if you see R.J. Miles in the backfield, and normally it's been Cade Garner, 22, in there to block as a fullback. He followed right on the left butt cheek of, if you will, we can say that, of Cade Garner and into the end zone. And now they tie it up on the foot of Barry. 14-14 is our count with 15 seconds left until halftime.
Say celebrating 29 years. That's Logan Street Signs and Banners, specializing in last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200. Visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You know, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you a same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. Check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Craig, we have said this, I don't know how many times already tonight, but we've had some very critical plays in this game in the first half. And we come down to what is probably, unless something really off the wall happens here, this is probably going to end up a 14-14 tie here at halftime.
Absolutely, unless Westfield does something here in the final 15 seconds of the first half. Scoring update from Franklin Central. Franklin Central 14, Noblesville 8 at halftime.
I wonder if they'll kick it short here. Yes, they do.
Yep, and this one going to be fielded at the 25. And Ian Brook gets up to about the 37-yard line. His helmet comes off as he gets popped.
So the Shamrocks will have just a shade over 10 seconds. Will they run a play or will they take a knee, Craig? What do you think?
Do you run a play is the question, or do you take a knee and go into the half down 7 and hoping that you can put a stand, 3-and-out stand for your defense to start the third quarter? We'll see what they do here. 10.3 seconds as a little bit of time ran off, and they're just going to take a knee.
Webster takes the knee. So that will do it for the first half here with the Brownsburg Bulldogs and the Westfield Shamrocks all tied up at 14-14. We'd like to thank you for joining us this evening for tonight's broadcast of IHSAA football on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Real Estate, Blades Audio, Video, and Security, Schwartz Bait and Tackle, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Craig and I will be back just prior to the beginning of the second half. We'll take a look at the first half after these messages from our sponsors.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Imagine a health system where care extends into the streets and neighborhoods where we live. A hospital that listens in any language, with doctors who look like you, who understand there are barriers between you and your health that can't be treated with a prescription. Imagine a hospital named after the people it serves, by the community, for the community. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Being part of a community is more than just living in the same place. It's sharing the same values, like honesty and compassion. For the caregivers of Community Health Network, that means always being open and upfront about how much treatment will cost, and working hard to find ways to help you cover those costs. Because when our community thrives, we all thrive. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Varsity cheerleaders, they were the most spirited with their excellent display at the Westfield Rock Games. Congratulations to the cheerleaders. On behalf of the Westfield High School administration, student body, we would like to express our thanks to our parade sponsors for their loyalty and support. Central Indiana Insulation, AP Miners Insurance, The Grand Marshal sponsored Whitler Orthopedics, senior class Carpenter Realty, junior class Westfield Family Karate, sophomore class Donica Board, and the freshman class Normandy Miller Eye Care. Thanks to all for coming out and making our homecoming parade a treasured tradition. We held our very first homecoming test on Tuesday. It was a major success, and we can hope we can continue with this tradition. Thank you to all the volunteers for making it a smooth ride. And now let's meet our 2021 homecoming board. On this year's freshman court, we have Ava Stewart, the daughter of Matt and Sarah Stewart. She is escorted tonight by Avery Huggins, the son of Albert and Rachel Huggins. Next we have Avery Banez, the daughter of Ryan and Erica Banez. She is escorted by Noah Solano, the son of Ron and Mom Solano. Next we have Lee Sargent, the daughter of Scott and Jen Sargent. She is escorted tonight by Luke Collinsworth, son of Blake and Jenna Collinsworth. And this year's freshman princess is Ava Stewart. This year's freshman prince is Noah Solano. Congratulations, Ava and Noah. Let's hear it for our freshman court. And on this year's sophomore court, we have Grace Martini, the daughter of Brad and Amy Martini. She is escorted tonight by Ethan Huffman, the son of Chris and Sarah Huffman. And next we have Keegan Connor, the daughter of Todd Connor and Cheryl Mathis. She is escorted tonight by Colin Albert, the son of Matt and Sherry Albert. Next we have Tori Kimbrough, the daughter of Kevin Kimbrough and Sharon Valterra. She is escorted tonight by Connor Kubik, the son of Brian and Christy Kubik. And this year's sophomore princess is Keegan Connor. This year's sophomore prince is Ethan Huffman. Congratulations, Keegan and Ethan. Let's hear it one more time for our sophomore court. And now for the junior court. First up we have Nicole Hughes, the daughter of Chris and Tracy Hughes. She is escorted by A.J. Lambert, the son of Cole and Don Lambert. Next is Emily Burns, the daughter of Pete and Jody Burns. She is escorted tonight by John Miles, the son of John and Molly Miles. Next up is Mallory Hopper, the daughter of Jason and Kay Hopper. She is escorted tonight by Owen Flynn, the son of Nathan and Megan Flynn. And this year's junior princess is Mallory Hopper. This year's junior prince is Owen Flynn. Congratulations, Mallory and Owen. Let's give our juniors one more round of applause. And now for our senior court. First up are Grace Welsh and Alice Arnold. Grace Welsh, the daughter of Jim and Carly Welsh, has enjoyed being involved in theater and the thespian troupe at Westfield High School. After high school, Grace plans to hopefully attend Ball State University and major in criminal justice. Alex Arnold, son of Kyle and Tyler Arnold, has enjoyed being a part of the theater program and being in a living musician choir. After graduation, Alex plans to attend Ball State University and study musical theater with a minor in music theory while hoping to make it to Broadway. Our next senior court members are Audrey Decker and John Foster. Audrey Decker, the daughter of Caleb and Kim Decker, has most enjoyed and forever be thankful for the never-ending support and love that she has received from her classmates, teachers, and administrators. After high school, Audrey plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in elementary education. John Foster, son of Mark and Joe Foster, has enjoyed playing the Westfield football team. And after high school, John plans on attending college to study law and public policy. Our next court members are Sabrina Richard and Kirby Epstein. Sabrina Richard, child of Paul and Monica Richard, has enjoyed participating in various activities that Westfield has offered, including 4 years on the speech and debate team, leadership on the Langton and Rock TV, the culinary classes, and people they have met through these amazing opportunities. After high school, Sabrina plans to do undergrad at the University of Alabama in Food Science and Communications. Frankie Ipson, child of Bill and Lisa Ipson, has enjoyed growing as a person and learning more about who they are. After high school, Frankie plans to study pre-veterinary medicine at Purdue University. Our next court members are Paige Kemp and Kai Connor. Paige Kemp, the daughter of Aaron and Young Kim, has enjoyed being a part of the cross-country team and racing with her friends. In the future, Paige plans on attending Grand Valley State University to get a bachelor's degree in science of nursing. And Kai Connor, son of Todd Connor and Cheryl Mathis, has enjoyed making many friends and being able to grow alongside them academically and athletically. After high school, Kai plans on majoring in business alongside running track and cross country at either Grand Valley, Alabama, Columbia, or the Naval Academy. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 homecoming queen is Paige Kim. And the 2021 homecoming team is John Foster. Congratulations, Paige and John. Please join us in congratulating the entire 2021 Westfield High School homecoming board.
Joining us from Westfield, Indiana, please welcome the Westfield High School Marching Band.
Back here. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Class 6A football on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Celebrating 29 years in business, we'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Community Health Network, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino of Carpenter Real Estate, Blades, Audio Video Security, Schwartz Bait and Tackle, and the Hamilton County Reporter. I'm Brad Silbert, along with producer-director Jim Wofford, camera operator Bill Wofford, and in the captain's chair tonight, none other than the world-famous Craig Atkins. Craig, great to have you here. We got a great game going here tonight, don't we?
Yeah, great game here, and it's only time will tell what's going to happen here in the start of the third quarter, as Brownsburg will get the football first and see if they can keep going with the hit me and I'll hit you back with the score. And speaking of scores, I've got a handful of actually 4 updates from the area. Actually, the Hamilton County schools. Franklin Central up 14-8 on Noblesville at the half. Carmel 38, North Central 0 halftime as well.
North Central's really struggling this year.
Yeah, not the typical Kevin O'Shea team, 0-5, and he'll reload. I mean, he'll get going. And then up in Arcadia, Twin Lakes leads Hamilton Heights 14-7, and at halftime, Hamilton Southeastern and Zionsville knotted up at 14 as well. And we'll try and chase down some other Hamilton County schools for you as well, keep you up to beat with everybody. And we're 14-14 apiece here at Riverview Health Stadium. And this is the game we were looking for to be, Brad. And it's filled the bill and more.
It certainly has, Craig. This game has been everything that we thought it would be. And I've got to be very honest with you. When Perry asked me if I could do this game tonight, I was excited. I really was, because I thought, if I don't have a game tonight, I'm going to sit home and I'm going to watch it on Hamilton County Television, because I just had a feeling that this was going to be one of the best high school football games in the state of Indiana, not only tonight, but probably, possibly of the season.
Yeah, of the season, yep.
At the rate this thing is going, the way these two teams have played, the momentum has shifted back and forth a couple times there for a while. The Shamrocks were having trouble getting the ball up and down the field, but then all of a sudden they got a real break starting at the 32-yard line, and ended up in several plays scoring a touchdown. But their longest drive of the evening has been an 11-play drive, whereas the Bulldogs, really, when you look at it, they've really controlled the ball more this evening than the Shamrocks have.
Yeah, they've controlled the ball, and they knew on the road they'd have to get methodical and not make any mistakes. Mental, which obviously turn into literal turnovers on the field. And Brownsburg's done a good job at that. And, sometimes when they needed to, keeping that Westfield offense at bay. And that's why we're at a 14-14 tie heading to the third quarter.
And we are getting ready to start the third quarter here. The Shamrocks are teeing it up at the 40. And we'll be ready to go back to action here momentarily.
And this is week 6 of the high school football season. Number 4 Brownsburg versus number 2 Westfield in 6A. And what people don't think about down the road, it's not an assumption that Center Grove is just in the state championship game.
Exactly.
You've got Warren Central, Carmel. You've got numerous teams, a handful that could possibly be vying for that south spot in the 6A state championship. This could be the 6A state title game.
Yes, it could be.
As we get set here for the kickoff here in the third quarter. This one kind of a low liner and down to about the 12-yard line. And this is number 23, Elijah Balance. Decent return by Balance. He gets up around the
about
30.
30, it looks like. Short kick, about a 10-yard return. Let's see if the Shamrocks can bring the house here.
This one handed off. Turley Ford will get it up across by the 33 or 34. Picks up a solid 4 yards.
What's amazing about both of these teams, Craig, is that the running game for both of these teams has really been pretty effective. And the runners themselves, they're getting hit close to the line of scrimmage, but they're getting 2, 3, 4, and 5 yards extra on top of it.
Yeah, yards after contact is huge. It's more than yards per carry because they're finding additional holes and staying on their feet. Whitaker hands this one off. This is Caleb Marcus. Picks up a yard to the 35. Going to be set 3rd down and 5 at the 35. So Westfield pretty much doing what they want to on the first 2 downs here in this first series of the 3rd quarter. And now they're putting Brownsburg's offense back on their heels. 3rd and 5 here at their own 35.
Westfield fans on their feet making a lot of noise here, hoping for a 3 and out.
Whitaker, plenty of time, and he's almost flushed out, but he's sacked on the play. Looks like that was 17, Vance Farrar.
That's what I was going to say.
Yep.
I thought it was Farrar who led that, the 6'4", 250 defensive lineman.
You saw that collapse.
Play, Whitaker ended up losing 5 yards.
So back to actually they give him a 4, back to the 31, and you saw that pocket collapse, and he had no room. He was going to run up the middle and keep it. Didn't find any room, and Easters will punt this one away. And this one's a little better than he has
Nice
of
punt.
late. Waved a fair catch, Alex King. Or Axel Wolf, rather. Just about caught that, but caught it with his fingertips. Fair catch at the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 30.
Excellent punt by Easters there, Craig, to set up the first offensive series here of the half for the Westfield Shamrocks.
Yeah, 49-yard net punt by Easters, much better than his past couple. And we'll see what
Easters
the Shamrocks can do.
average is 40.4. His long for the season is 53.
Just 2 minutes into this 3rd quarter. Webster hands it off, and Hauser tries to find, but he is brought down from behind. Looks like by 34, Keegan Moore, the 6-foot junior linebacker.
Still got 2 yards.
Yeah, still 2 yards, but Moore kept a hold of Hauser's feet.
Yeah.
Nine carries for 33 now for Hauser. Not the typical night for Micah, but Westfield doing everything else it can offensively. Now Webster going to pass the ball, finds Jackson Wasserstrom out of bounds, roughly about the 38. It's a picked up 5, going to be a 3rd and 2.
Wasserstrom spun on that play, and I believe he put his right foot out of bounds there, but he still ended up gaining about 5 or 6 yards on the play, and they got a 3rd and 2 from the 38.
Yeah, Gabe Aaron-Bowles quickly sprints over to split, and now Webster keeps to the first down up to the 45, now up to about the 48-yard line. Picks up 10, only needed 2. Huge play by Webster.
Maximus Webster just shows what a weapon he is.
Yeah, he's he can run the ball. Obviously, not the smallest of quarterbacks at 6'3", 230. That's basically me plus 10 pounds and more and athletic. I used to be athletic, Brad.
No doubt about it.
Hauser gets the handoff, goes off left, finds room, stiff arms one defender. Might get forward progress for a yard to the 49.
Maybe a yard or 2 at the most.
Yeah, Hauser just couldn't fully break outside.
No.
I think he was looking to go down the numbers and didn't quite. He barely got to the number 50 and was stood up, and he'll only get forward progress for a yard to the 49. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their own 49. So plenty of time here on this play clock. Westfield. You know, the one thing that these kids can thank Peyton Manning for teaching them game management and time management.
Yes.
These quarterbacks, I mean, it's unbelievable how at a high school level, and good catch. Ian Bruck once again
Brook with a great catch and managed to get that ball into his hand before he went out of bounds.
Picked up 12 down to the 39. And that'll be another passing first down for each, rushing and passing.
6th play of the drive coming up here.
And the handoff up. Webster keeps it himself. 35, 30. Breaks down inside the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. Picked up a solid 15, 16 yards. We see the replay. Watch what he finds off this left side, Brad.
He's got a big, wide open hole there.
Faked the handoff to Hatchett,
Yeah.
and he found himself
Great.
wide open for the run.
Great fake. And had Webster gone a little farther out to his left, he might have taken that a lot farther. But as it is, he's got the first down at the 25.
And they may have found a seam through this Brownsburg defense. 2 carries, 25 yards on this drive for Webster. Fakes the handoff. Going long, going to the end zone, and Aaron Bowles,
Oh, my.
He
Just
had
a-
room.
Yeah.
Thought about his defender. Ball off his fingertips and hits the back right pylon.
I think he was worried about whether he's going to end up out of bounds there. He slowed down just a little bit.
But you can't beat it, the freshman. 13 catches for $167 and a touchdown, so he's not afraid as a Frosch to go out there and catch that ball.
But the other thing that's good about that pass, even though it was incomplete, Craig, it was thrown where it was not going to be intercepted.
Yep, and that's the
that's important.
That's the key. That's that leadership and veteran mental attitude of Webster, and handoff to Hatchett. He's got room up the middle. He goes, taken down at about the 16, picks up a solid 7 or 8. And it looks like they may mark him up at the 15.
They're going to give him the 9. They're giving him 9 yards.
Good 9-yard pickup by Hatchett. 3 carries, 27 yards, averaging 9 on the night. Webster fakes the handoff to Hatchett, and this one's complete. It's Aaron Bowles, and he fakes a defender. Touchdown.
Did he stay in bounds?
Touchdown, Gabe Aaron Bowles, and they're going to call it.
Yep.
Fakes the handoff to Hatchett, and beautiful on this replay. Fakes. Oh, there goes Worlds. Nope, that's Miles. R.J. Miles gets faked out, and Aaron Bowles with his second touchdown. We talk about his stats. There's touchdown number 2 for the freshman receiver.
A 70-yard drive for the Shamrocks, just what they needed after the 3 and out that they threw up against the Bulldogs.
On for the point after
Wow.
is King.
He almost didn't make that. He had to hesitate there a moment. 7 minutes remaining here. Quarter number 3. The Shamrocks are ahead by 7, 21-14. Celebrating over 29 years, that's Logan Street Signs and Banners. They specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving at Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them, 317-773-7200. Be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You know, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. Check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com.
Speaking of Noblesville, tight one with the Flashes tonight on the road. Looks like Franklin Central just scored. 4:38 left in the third. Gets the 2-point conversion. They now lead Noblesville 22-15. So it looks like Noblesville had scored to start the third quarter to gain a 15-14 lead. Now they trail Franklin Central 22-15.
Another short kickoff taken at the 10.
Having a good run back there by number 23. That is Elijah Balance. He had a good one last time, and even better this run.
He puts the Bulldogs in great field position at their own 45.
Yeah, that's their best field position, actually, aside from that their first drive where they started at Westfield's 45. And that resulted in a touchdown run by R.J. Miles.
Took all of 3 minutes for the Shamrocks to score. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get this back.
6:52 left, third quarter. Whitaker finds the receiver open. Looks like he picks up a solid 8 yards.
Quickly covered by the Shamrocks, though.
That's 15 Hawthorne with his first grab of the night.
Put the ball down at the Westfield 47.
Picked up 8 and right back to it.
That's going to move the chains.
Yep. Caleb Marcus. 8th rushing first down for the Bulldogs. Get down to the 43. Picked up 4 there. You know, no run more than 8 yards tonight, but it's been a steady, he's averaging about probably, I would say, 4 yards a carry. That is Marcus when he's in there, and it's 15 carries.
He's put together a good series tonight.
Marcus again, 40, 35, and breaks down. He's got a first down and more. Down to about the 31, picks up about 12. Actually, out of bounds about the 34.
We got a Shamrock down. He's up. They're coming off the field. They do call an official's timeout. Holding the shoulder there. Let's take a look at this run here.
Looks like they marked him down at the 32. Check that 31-yard line.
I think that was Clayton Ryan who had a hold of him there. But the result of the play is a first down at the 31. So credit him with a 12-yard run there.
So first and 10 at the Westfield 31-yard line. Midway point of the third quarter. Whitaker hands this one off. This is Marcus again. It's down to about close to the 25. They'll mark him about the 26 for a 5-yard pickup.
They can keep consistently ripping off these 5-yard runs, Craig. This is going to be an interesting game.
Absolutely. And Marcus gets the handoff again down inside the 25.
Got a first.
Right about to the 19. Another first down.
Got about 7 yards on that one to get the first down.
Those first and 10 at the 19-yard line of Westfield for the Bulldogs. Whitaker hands this one up. Screen pass out to Alex Hoover. They might give him a yard.
Shamrocks had that one nicely covered. Dylan Thiemann did a great job of containing that pass, and result of the play is a gain of about 1 yard.
Tough 1 yard there by Hoover. He had to dive to get that ball.
Actually, he only got about a half a yard.
Hands it off to Sherrill. Inside the 15 goes Garrett Sherrill. Looks like he'll pick up about 5 down to the 13. And in comes 17 Vance Farrar. Older brother Nick Farrar, former quarterback for the Shamrocks. And St. Francis star. Sherrill exits. Caleb Marcus back in. 3rd and 4 at the 13 of Westfield. Brownsburg knocking on the door again. Plenty of time. They're going to change the play a little bit. Play clock under 10. Whitaker hands it off to Marcus. He gets down to the 10, picks up 3.
He's going to be close to the first down, but I think he's going to be about a half a yard short, Craig.
Yep, picked up 3. Needed the 9, got to the 10, just outside the 10 actually. It's almost like in the first half they're okay with eating up some clock and getting down to where they can maneuver this. And they've got R.J. Miles in there. They're going to run the Wildcat again. Keeps it himself inside the 10, down to about the 7. He gets the first down.
Did you see that hole that the Bulldogs front line opened up for him? Man, oh man, when he crossed the line of scrimmage, there wasn't anybody within 5 feet of him.
It's almost like Westfield's defense doesn't fully know what to do when Miles is in there in the Wildcat.
So that'll make it 1st and goal from the 7.
Whitaker back in there. Now it's Caleb Marcus, the tailback behind him in the pistol. And he'll fake the handoff. And Whitaker will roll out, finds room, and he's
score.
all alone across the goal line for the touchdown from 7 yards. Gives the crowd from across the way something to cheer about. 7-yard touchdown run. And we're an extra point away from this game being tied once again. Obviously, this was a play, where this was called just for Jaden Whitaker, and he couldn't have ran that play any better. 7 yards, and across pay dirt he goes.
55-yard drive on that. They started at their own 45-yard line. Ran 10 plays before Whitaker got that 7-yard run for the touchdown.
Point after, kick through by Nick Berry. He's now 18 of 19 on the year, and we're tied up 21-all here with 3:17 left here in the third quarter.
Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, and reliable insights, fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County Sports. 3 possessions so far here in the third quarter. 2 of the 3 have resulted in touchdowns, Craig, and we're knotted up at 21 apiece.
All tied up, 21-all. This one going to be a deeper kick and into the end zone for a touchback. Good kick on that one by Porath.
Once again, we got to keep track of, are we doing a high school game, a college game, or a pro game, because the kickoff is different in each of the 3. And in high school, when that ball crosses the plane, it's a dead ball and it's a touchback. You cannot bring it out of the end zone.
And as much as I love college football, it throws me off watching the game on Saturdays at the
Sundays
10 or 12-yard line, calling a fair catch. But where he calls a fair catch, that's not where the ball is being started on first down. Now Westfield. Webster throws one to the sideline. Ian Bruck catches the ball at the 32. Out of bounds he goes at about the 35.
Nice 15-yard gain on that pass. Started at the 20, already picked up.
He was all alone, was Bruck. Caught that ball at the 31 and taken down at the 35.
He did a great job of staying in bounds, too, with that catch. Webster's got about 15 seconds in the play clock. Looks over to see if there's going to be any change.
4 catches, 101 yards now for Bruck on the night. Handoff is to Hatchett. He gets across the 35 up to the 38-yard line, picks up 3. And before this game tonight, Ian Bruck, 12 catches, 197. So he's got 16 for close to 300 total yards on the season now.
The student section between Westfield over to our right and Brownsburg all the way across to our left are kind of chanting back and forth at each other.
Gotta love that.
Yep, you do. It's great to see.
Webster hands this ball off. Hatchett, 40, 45, 50. He'll be taken down by R.J. Miles. Miles playing a lot of ball on both sides tonight.
Miles with a great tackle on that play.
18 yards on that carry by Hatchett. 11th first down for the Shamrocks, and they're rolling into Bulldog territory, hoping to take the lead once again. Play changes. And the pistol with him again is Hatchett. Fakes it, actually hands this one to Hatchett. He might get a couple to the 46.
They're going to give him 1 on that, Craig, so he's down to about the 46-yard line for the second down play.
6 carries, 50 yards now for Hatchett. Like I said earlier, extremely viable option if Hauser's not able to find his yards. Hatchett finding his. Webster keeps this on himself and gets down to about the 41-yard line, picks up 5.
Webster could have got beyond that defender. He had a lot of real estate there in front of him.
Yep, shoestring tackle. Or Webster could have had about 15-ish.
As it is, he gets about 6 to give him a 3rd and 3.
Now inside the final minute here of the third quarter. Hauser brings the play in. I think Hatchett's going to come off.
10 seconds of the play clock.
Webster Hauser flanked to Webster's left. Hands it off, and Hauser going to throw. And this ball is picked off. And that is by
number 8.
Number 8, Nick Cloyd. And you can see that. Watch this as Hauser throws off his back foot.
Yeah, that had disaster written all over it. And first turnover of the game, and the Bulldogs get it and put themselves in excellent field position. As Nicholas Cloyd intercepts that pass.
43-yard line is where Brownsburg will start this drive. 26 seconds left in the third. And Sherrill gets the handoff. He might get a yard to the 44.
Well, the Shamrocks had a thing going there. And now they've really got to suck it up here, Craig, because they cannot afford to get behind in this game.
Yeah, because, I mean, as back and forth as this game has gone, you know, score, tie, score, tie, score, tie. They cannot ill afford to have a mistake like that, and not what they had in mind. Heading to the fourth quarter, we're tied up 21 apiece, Westfield and Brownsburg.
Since the establishment of Church Hiddle and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give them a call at 317-773-2190 or visit their website, www.cchalaw.com. Church, Hiddle and Antrim. And you know, Jamie Carmasino, well, she's a full-service hometown realtor who's committed to helping you navigate this very, very volatile real estate market. If you got questions about buying or selling your home, call Jamie Carmasino. They call her Carmo. Call her for help at 317-490-3735. That's Jamie Carmasino, Carpenter Real Estate.
She sold our house in Noblesville, and she showed us a house, and we actually yesterday signed on the dotted lines. Gosh, there are so many when you buy a house.
Yes.
It's very soon. Myself, Kelly, Ava, and Braxton, we will be residents of Tipton, Indiana.
Aha.
So not far drive at all.
Nice little community up there in Tipton.
Growing community.
Yes, it is.
Brownsburg, 2nd and 9 at the 44. And barely gains a yard as Sherrill brings up 3rd and 8.
2 runs so far in this series, and both of them resulting in just 1 yard gained. So hopefully that's a good omen for the Westfield defense as they come up, see if they can come up here big at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they'd love nothing better than to hold Brownsburg. And this one, and Turley Ford catches it.
Oh, my.
Didn't even gain a yard.
Turley Ford caught that ball.
Watch this across the middle, Brad.
Yeah, and he just got decked.
As soon as he caught that, and he is met
right at the line of scrimmage.
53 for the Shamrocks, Tyler Dicos.
So following the big turnover, the Shamrocks get the defensive move.
Yep, huge. 3 and out when that ball almost goes over Easter's.
That's
and that ball is deflected. Huge for the Shamrocks as they will take over at the Brownsburg 49.
Well, they got a net of 4.5 yards out of that punt, Craig. And
I don't think Nick Easters wants to see his stats for the night punting.
No, that's a shame because Nick is normally a very good punter. But the Shamrocks, let's see if they can take advantage of the turnover now. Both teams with a turnover now. The Bulldogs were unable to take advantage of the Shamrock turnover, but let's see if the Shamrocks can do it back to the Bulldogs here when they start at the Bulldog 49.
Less real estate for the Shamrocks, and you can hear the home crowd getting amped up even more. 10:47 left here in the fourth quarter. That first down play is
that
carried by Hauser. Picked up a couple to the 47.
Micah Hauser, by the time the night's over, he's got to be one tired young man.
Yeah, playing both sides of 6A football.
Wow. One of the very few.
Second and 8, Webster has Hauser in the pistol. Micah gets the handoff this time. He's trying to find, and he does find more room. Almost rolled to the 40.
Yeah, he's going to be short of the first down. They're putting him down at the 42. They'll have 3 yards to go to get the first.
Solid 5-yard pickup to the 42. 3rd and 3. Yeah, Westfield stat crew was trying to figure out who deflected that punt. There was about a handful of Shamrocks in there.
Yeah, I could not
tell.
see who deflected.
Couldn't tell exactly who it was.
Yeah.
And Webster keeps this one, and he gets to the 40, about a yard shy.
Decision time here. I think we're in 4-down territory here, Craig.
Yeah, I think so. Just like Brownsburg could have gone for it, where they were.
They didn't get a very good spot on that. I thought he was to the 40.
Oh, he touched down at the 40, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to call this a no gain. Actually, 1-yard gain. So it's a 4th and 2.
Big play here for both of these teams.
Oh. Trips a bunch now to the right. And Webster going to roll out, looking, and
he can run for
keeps it
now.
himself.
Yep.
They thought he was going to pass the ball to Hauser.
Great job by Maximus Webster.
Huge management. Watch him and watch Hauser as he stems out. Looks like he's going to get the ball.
Give him a
he
little,
blocks.
Just a little bit of a pass there. And
he's like, now I'm pretty, yep.
Yeah, I think Webster saw that he clearly had the first down, and why risk putting the ball in the air? So he's got the first down at the 36. Another 4th down pickup for the Shamrocks.
8:32 and counting. Tied up at 21 apiece here at Westfield. Webster hands this one off, and this one is Hauser finding room, gets down inside the 30.
He's close to a first down.
He's about a yard or two shy.
Hard to bring him down.
Picked up 8 down to the 27, actually 9 down to the 27. So it looks like Hauser's starting to pick up speed with his runs, which doesn't bode well for Brownsburg's defense, as that's going to wear and tear on them.
Yeah. His running style reminds me a little bit of one of the old veterans from the Chicago Bears, Walter Payton, the way he just bounces off people.
Yep, there he goes.
There he goes again.
Down to the 24.
Yeah. He's got a first down. Needed 2, got 3.
Yeah, we're going to have a timeout on the field. Yep, an injured Shamrock.
Let's see who that is. Looks like they're going to place the ball at the 24-yard line, Craig.
Yeah, well, we've got this injury timeout down in Franklin Township. Noblesville trailing 28-15, so a couple scores in a row for the host Flashes there. 10:08 left in that ball game.
Flashes could be one of those teams in the HCC that could be a, shall we say, a spoiler?
Very possible. Very possible.
Hamilton Southeastern and Zionsville. Last we've got on that at halftime, it looks like it was 14 all. We're ready to go back to live action here. Another first down for the Shamrocks.
First and 10 at the 24 of Brownsburg. 7.5 minutes left here, fourth quarter of play. Webster rolls out, and Bruck with a beautiful catch down at the 15-yard line, picked up 9.
Another nice catch by the Shamrocks right at the out-of-bounds line.
Here we see this. Watch Bruck. He knows how to get to that sideline, and
watch him turn. Boom, and he's got it.
Just in front of his defender.
He's about a half a yard short.
Yep, Corey Harris a half step behind, or he could have had that ball. Beautiful play by Bruck. Webster keeps it.
He's going to lose a couple there.
I'm not sure if he knew really what was going to go on there, and that pocket collapsed on him.
I think he meant to hand that off, and I wonder if there was a little miscommunication there, Craig.
And that found the way for Jaden Jackson, 65, to come in and for the coverage sack. 2-yard loss there by Webster. Brings up 3rd and 3 at the 17 of the Bulldogs. 6:55 and ticking, fourth quarter. And this nip-tuck affair. He needs the 14. They're at the 17 here, 3rd and 3.
Got to get the play off.
And Webster's going to call timeout.
Timeout,
Yep, got to burn one, the first of the half for Westfield.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by their team of experts. For 18 years, they've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Now they've added securing your facility to how they can serve you better. So whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask Blades Audio Video Security and their experienced team how they can serve your business better. 6 minutes, 38 seconds remaining, and I'm going to say it for the first time, Craig, in regulation.
Yep.
Because you wonder if this could not come down to an overtime shootout.
Yep, last year it came down to overtime at Brownsburg. Bulldogs prevailing 43-42, and a thriller in Hendricks County. This one here tonight in Hamilton County, 6:38 left. Big 3rd down and 3 for both sides of the ball, obviously.
But from this particular place, I would say that the Shamrocks are well within field goal range.
Yep, absolutely. Webster, the rush is on and passes over the head of Jackson Wasserstrom, bringing up 4th down and 3 at the 17.
I don't know if Wasserstrom just couldn't get to the ball or if he was blocked somewhere down there and was impeded from getting to it. But let's see what's going to happen here. If the are the Shamrocks going to go for this on 4th down, or are they going to go for a field goal?
Well, I can't tell because looks like they're going for a field goal.
Yeah.
0 for 1 so far this year is Caleb King. This one going to be from 34 yards. Spot is down, and the kick is up and right down the middle. Good.
6:31 remaining here in the regulation in the fourth quarter. Shamrocks lead by 3, 24-21. Nice drive there by the Shamrocks, Craig. Covered about, total of 51 yards because they started at the Bulldog 49 after that turnover. And the important thing for the Shamrocks is they were able to come away with some points. The negative side of this thing is last time the Brownsburg Bulldogs were in the second quarter and had roughly about 6.5 minutes on the clock, and they managed to score a touchdown and run the thing all the way down. So we'll just have to see what happens here.
And it's a matter of A, if Westfield's defense can withstand a drive like that right now, and B, can Brownsburg's offense, with the pressure of being down 3, can they do this? Huge drive, obviously, for on both sides of the ball coming up once this ball is kicked. King. Actually, this one kicked off, by 16. Brody Bame, sophomore.
I just noticed that he was not in there.
You see the sophomore kicker pumping his fist, proud of that one. The touchback, and Brownsburg takes over at their own 20 to start this drive with 6:31 left here in, dare we say, regulation.
We can't jinx it doing that, can we?
I'm not real sure.
I don't think so.
It's not like a no-hitter.
Yeah.
It's not like a no-hitter, but if you talk about it.
Football people are a little superstitious, but not like those baseball
No,
folks.
baseball is a whole different animal. 1st and 10, Bulldogs at their own 20.
Let's see what Whitaker's got up his sleeve.
Hands this one off, actually keeps it himself. He gets across the 25.
That was a beautiful fake.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that Hauser, or rather,
Marcus.
Marcus had that ball.
Yep, for sure. And a 7-yard pickup there by Whitaker. His 9th carry on the night. Brings up 2nd and 3 up the middle. Marcus just give him forward progress to the 30.
Going to be close. It looks like they're going to give it to him.
Yep, they give him to the 30, which will be a first.
Yep, the line judges are right on the 30, which is where he had to be. Eighth offensive series of the night for the Bulldogs. Two wideouts for the Bulldogs.
Turley Ford shifts left to right now. Handoff is to Marcus, and he's brought down in the backfield by number 57 for Westfield. That's Blaze Dezelin.
Blaze Dezelin came flying across the line of scrimmage. Result of that play ends up in a, I'd call it a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, they're calling it 2. I think that's 1. I agree with you there. 2nd and 11 from the 29. Whitaker going to the sideline, and Hawthorne catches this one. He'll go out of bounds at the 36, picks up 8.
Got to give the Shamrocks defense a lot of credit tonight, Craig. The Bulldogs have made some nice catches, but the Shamrock defense has been right there to bring them down.
3rd and 4 at their own 36. 5 minutes of the clock stopped as Hawthorne went out of bounds. You can hear the noise here on the home side.
7-yard gain. 4 yards to go for the first down for the Bulldogs. 5 minutes left in the clock. Wow.
Whitaker hands this one off. Marcus, 35, 40, 45,
He's got a lane.
50, 45, 40. Huge gain, and out of bounds he goes at around the 20-yard line. So roughly a 44-yard pickup. Here's the replay. Look at the room that Caleb Marcus finds. Gets outside of Dylan Thieneman, and he is gone. Alex Wolf.
Wolf was the only hope.
Thieneman caught him.
Yeah, Thieneman or Wolf were the only ones that had a chance to get him.
43 yards. Looks like he got down to the 21-yard line. Huge run there by Marcus.
Bulldogs in business here at the 22 of the Shamrocks.
And Whitaker keeps this one, and he has had in the backfield. That's Popeye Williams at the 25.
I think that's the first solo tackle Williams has had tonight.
Yeah, Williams just about had the sack down here within the 30.
Yeah.
And couldn't quite hold on to Whitaker at that point, but he gets him this time, keeps him in his grasp. 4.5 left,
So
2nd and 13.
They're spotting it at the 25. We got a whistle and a flag. I think we're going to have an illegal procedure.
Yep,
Yes, we do.
5-yard mark off here on the Bulldogs. That'll march it back to the 30-yard line.
Only the third penalty of this game, Craig. Been a very, very cleanly played game. And all 3 of them have been illegal procedure.
Yep, nothing
major.
Illegal, if you will. Southeastern up 28-14 against Zionsville on the road tonight in Boone County.
Second and long.
And Marcus, he's taken down by linebacker Charles Dager. Looks like they'll give him no gain there at the 30.
So this will be a third down play from the 30. Shamrock fans on their feet, making some noise.
Third and a big 17 at the 29 of Westfield. Whitaker, the rush is on. Pass
Caught.
completed to Hoover to the 24, just a 5-yard pickup. And he sticks Hatchett with the play. Here's the replay. Watch this coverage as Hatchett from his corner spot lets Hawthorne go. Stays home, finds Hoover.
Boom, he's got him at the 24. So it'll be 4th and 12.
And they're going to go for it. This is going to be a 41-yard attempt. Keep in mind, no field goal attempts thus far this season for Nick Berry.
Spencer Porath is the
Porath,
kicker.
yep, he's going to be in there now. And this is going to be wide right. Wide right is the kick.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I was wondering whether it had enough distance. It looked like it had the distance. And so the Shamrocks have come up big with a huge defensive stop here with 2:49 remaining in this one to preserve their 3-point lead. Craig, wow, what two big plays in a row.
Yep, and amazing defensive series there.
Yes.
They let Brownsburg get down to the 19-yard line. Then they had some defensive plays that brought the ball backwards. And the Bulldogs got only down to the 24 on that third down play. And turning the ball over with that missed field goal by Porath. And now Westfield takes over at their own 20-yard line. And now it's just eat the clock. Hatchett finds room. He's going to try and get.
He's got some room there. And
Yes,
he's got
sir.
a first down. They're going to give him 11 yards on that to the 31.
9th rushing first down unofficially. Barring if I lost count. 2:30 and ticking. Brownsburg has three timeouts left. Westfield 2. And it's a wonder that Brownsburg hasn't used one yet.
Yes, I'm a little surprised.
Being down 3, and Hatchett gets the handoff, and
He's
run
gonna
down a
lose
couple yards
about 2 or
shy.
3.
Back to
Now
the
they're going
29.
now they're going to use a timeout.
Drops 2 yards. Back to the 29, and timeout called by Brownsburg.
Well, once again, Craig, we can't say it often enough here tonight that this has been a doozy of a game.
Yeah, this has been everyone who paid admission.
They got their money's worth.
They got their
tonight.
money's worth. Even the kids playing football down there in the north end zone.
And homecoming.
Oh, yeah, homecoming. Great crowd on hand.
But you got to remember, in the words of that world-famous baseball player, Yogi Berra, it ain't over until it's over. So,
yeah.
I mean, I know that the Shamrock fans are feeling
mighty good,
pretty good right now, but I wouldn't count on that W quite yet.
No, there's still 2:08 left on the fourth quarter clock. You may want to get that down to zeros before. And speaking of down to zeros, final score at Greyhound Stadium, Carmel 45, North Central nothing.
Kevin O'Shea, I mean, I can remember when you and I were doing Guerin games a number of years ago, and he was out at West Lafayette.
Right.
Always had great teams, and he's had great success at North Central. Just been an off year for him this year.
And obviously a tough conference in the MIC. Webster completes the pass to Ian Bruck. Forward progress, yep.
He's going to be about a yard short, but more important, he's got an easy third down play here. He'll have 3rd and 1. Or rather, 2nd and 1, I'm sorry. No, I was right the first time.
Yep,
It's third down.
Third down.
Yeah, because it was 2nd and 12, so it'll be 3rd and 1. So we got 11 yards on that. Ball is on the 40-yard line. We've got to get it just past the 41 to get that first down. Schwartz Bait and Tackle sells live bait, name brand tackle. We also seek out almost everything fishermen need. We're progressively becoming the #1 place for all of your fishing needs. We also have informed fishermen to get you all you need to know and equipment you need to catch fish. Propane refills, U-Haul rentals, packing and moving materials, motorhome rentals. They've got it all at Schwartz Bait and Tackle. Located in Noblesville at 118 Cicero Road, also known as State Road 19. Every time I go over the White River, I think about Schwartz Bait and Tackle and their canoe trips and their float trips down the White River. And I haven't been on one of those in a few years, but I've always enjoyed floating down the river, whether it's in a tube or a canoe. Good time.
A lot of fun floating down the river.
Oh, I've had the pleasure of doing the Snake River out in Colorado. And
oh, nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. Super play there by Maximus Webster on the quarterback option. He needed one. He ended up getting 3, but more important, Greg, he's got that first down.
Keeps the chains moving, and that clock's going to roll as soon as first down goes.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs are down to 1 timeout.
Clock rolling, 1:35. And obviously Westfield offense taking its time.
Another
Pasquale may want to get up to the line.
Yeah, they've got 3 seconds left here.
Hands it off, and Hauser looking for room, and he gets up to about the 44, picks up a yard. Had a tough night on the ground for Micah.
Yeah, nice pursuit there by James Layton of the Bulldogs, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to use their final timeout here, Craig. So if they can, all the Shamrocks really need to do here is pick up one more first down, and they will have this game wrapped up by 3 points. But as we said before, it ain't over until it's over,
right.
And stranger things have happened.
Yep.
Especially in high school football.
High school football, anything can happen. And next week, big games in the HCC. Franklin Central's at Fishers. Noblesville visits Hamilton Southeastern. You'll be on hand for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Westfield at Avon, and Zionsville visiting Brownsburg. So never a dull moment in the Hoosier Crossroads.
Yep, it'll be interesting, to say the least. We're 1 minute and 7 seconds away from officially ending this game.
Officially.
Unless we end up tied. And again, stranger things have happened. I don't mean to harp on this, Craig, but
right.
With a game like
you
this, almost anything can happen here. And like I say, one more first down, and the Shamrocks can go to victory formation.
Yep, with 1:07 left. And Webster hasn't taken a knee yet, but now he does. Back at the 38.
Does. Let's remind you that are you struggling with a lingering injury, or do you have trouble doing things that you love to do because of an injury? Don't let sprains and strains keep you down. Make an appointment with a community sports medicine physician. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information.
38 seconds and counting, and you can hear the home crowd here at Westfield.
Will not have to run another play.
Nope, they sure won't. And there it is.
That will do it. Greg, this game really lived up to everything that we thought it would be. I think the only thing I'm a little bit surprised about is I'm almost surprised we didn't have to go to overtime.
I'm surprised we didn't have to go to overtime, and also that there weren't more scores on the board.
Yeah.
But that's a credit to both defenses as
well.
yeah,
both of these teams played excellent defense. They played clean games. There was, 3 turnovers in the game, I believe, total. Only 3 penalties in the game. So that, again, is quite a credit to these two teams. Your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, just a tremendous ball game on both sides of the ball. And it wound up being Westfield's defense became that shining star in the second half because they made some stops, held Brownsburg to just one touchdown in the second half. Westfield had just one touchdown, but they also, Westfield's defense was just able to come up with the stops, and that missed field goal down here was huge. It was doable. It had the distance, but Porath was wide right.
Well, that'll do it for us tonight. We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA High School Football on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. On behalf of our producer-director, Jim Wofford, camera operator, Bill Wofford, Craig Atkins, I'm Brad Silber. Good night from Westfield.